You know what fascinates me about overlooked stories? Sometimes the smallest, most unexpected tales end up revealing profound truths about human nature, like this remarkable story from 1947 that completely transforms how we view worth and purpose.
That's intriguing. You're talking about the small one, aren't you? The way it approaches value and purpose through such an unexpected lens is fascinating.
Exactly. And what's particularly striking is the historical context. This story emerged right after World War II, when the whole world was questioning what really matters. Here's this tale about a donkey deemed too small for heavy work, being sold by his poor master.
The timing of its publication really adds depth to the message, doesn't it? A world rebuilding from ashes would have deeply connected with a story about finding unexpected worth.
And consider this. In 1947, America was entering its biggest economic boom ever, focused on bigger, better, faster everything. Yet here comes this quiet story, suggesting that maybe being small isn't a flaw at all.
Hmm, that's such an interesting contrast. How do you think this message resonates differently in today's world of social media and constant competition?
Well, it's actually more relevant than ever. Studies show that social media exposure increases feelings of inadequacy by 70% among young people. This story offers a powerful counter-narrative, suggesting that our perceived weaknesses might actually be our greatest strengths.
That's fascinating. Like how small one's gentleness and careful nature, the very things that made him unsuitable for heavy work, made him perfect for carrying Mary to Bethlehem.
Exactly. And here's what's really interesting. Psychological research shows that traits often viewed as limitations in one context can be tremendous assets in another, like how introverts, often considered disadvantaged in leadership roles, actually outperform extroverts in certain management scenarios.
The way you put that really highlights how the story works on multiple levels. It's accessible to children while carrying deeper meanings for adults about worth and purpose.
And what's remarkable is how Tazewell structured the narrative. Instead of having Small One overcome his limitations, the story reveals that these supposed weaknesses were actually perfect qualifications for his true purpose. It's a complete inversion of traditional success narratives.
That's such a powerful message for anyone who's ever felt inadequate or out of place. Do you think that's why the story has maintained its relevance for over 70 years?
Without question. And consider this, research in positive psychology suggests that embracing our authentic selves, including our perceived limitations, leads to greater life satisfaction than trying to overcome or hide them. This story was ahead of its time in promoting that message.
Well, that really connects to how modern workplace culture is shifting too, moving away from the fix your weaknesses approach toward leveraging unique individual strengths.
Precisely. And here's another fascinating parallel. Studies show that diverse teams, including people with different abilities and perspectives, consistently outperform homogeneous groups. It's this same principle that Small One's story illustrates, that what looks like a limitation might actually be exactly what's needed.
The way you frame that really brings out the story's contemporary relevance. It's not just about a donkey, it's about recognizing value in unexpected places.
And what's particularly powerful is how the story acknowledges real-world constraints while still offering hope. The master's poverty and need for a working animal aren't dismissed. They're real challenges. But they're not the end of the story.
That nuanced approach really sets it apart from typical children's stories, doesn't it? It doesn't shy away from difficult realities.
Exactly right. And here's something fascinating. Developmental psychologists have found that children actually prefer stories that acknowledge real challenges while offering hope, rather than purely fantastical tales. It helps them develop emotional resilience.
So, in essence, this story from 1947 was actually aligned with what we now know scientifically about healthy emotional development.
And that's just one of many ways this story was ahead of its time. It challenges our assumptions about strength and weakness, success and failure, in ways that modern psychology is only now beginning to fully understand and appreciate.
Looking toward the future, how do you think this message might continue to evolve and remain relevant?
Well, as we move into an era where artificial intelligence and automation are changing how we define capability and worth, this story's message about looking beyond conventional measures of value becomes even more crucial. It reminds us that human worth isn't just about productivity or efficiency.
That's such an important point about the story's ongoing relevance. It seems to find new meaning with each generation.
Indeed, and perhaps that's its greatest strength, this ability to speak to fundamental human experiences while finding fresh relevance in each new context. It's not just a historical artifact, it's a living message that continues to resonate and evolve.